Hello, everybody, and welcome to Longer and Harder, the show on the internet where we take a subject and we go deeper, and it's on a Wednesday. Yeah, things and stuff. How you all doing today? That's the wrong. God, I haven't used that one in forever. That's not. There we go. We got there eventually. Hello, everybody. Hello, Micro. Hello, Wooden Toad. Hello, Luke. Hello, Harry. Hello, Billionator. I probably saw someone else in there. Hello, Jelly. How are you all? And they and them. How are all of you doing? I hope you all are having yourselves a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday afternoon. In case you haven't seen my Twitters and stuff, I got kind of snowed in. Like, it's not as bad as I'm probably apocalyptically saying. Hello, Sean. How are you? Like, I make it sound more apocalyptic and life threatening than it probably is. I'm not like that snowed in. But we did get like I think it was like sorry, I'm trying to fix my chair. I think it was like 12 inches of snow last night, and yeah, everything shut down. My university shut down. The clinic that I work at didn't entirely shut down, but they did do a late start, which is really weird for a hospital because we're a hospital. But that was neat. So we did a late start. Nobody showed up to the clinic. Like, employees did, but like none of the patients showed up to the clinic. So there was really no point in me going to work. So I just kind of decided yesterday when we were getting the predictions that I was just gonna say fuck it, not gonna work. So I didn't go to work, and I don't have class today. So I'm just like home in the middle of Wednesday. So I made a video. Patrons, it's done. You'll get it first here. So Luke and Micro that I just saw in the chat, you guys will get that here in like as soon as I get a chance, as soon as I put it up on Patreon, you guys get it first. So there is a video for this week. Woo! Things done, and I finished the script for the next Dubé video, so that's also great. These should all be housekeeping. I don't know why I'm like this is all housekeeping nonsense. So yeah, so this should be the next Dubé video should be maybe a week off. If I can get it done. I was really hoping to have Purple Dan's input on it, but I don't know if I'll be able to because he's also having apocalyptic ends of the world thing. So so it might just be me, which is too bad. I would have really loved to have Dan contribute. Hello, Gavin. How are you? What state do you live in? I live in the wonderful, wonderful state of Nebraska. I live in Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah, it's pretty white and awful outside. I had a job interview. Nice, Billionator. How did it go? I hope things are going well. With you. Hello, young blue skeptic. I haven't seen you guys. Hello, ugly German truce. I know my work was fucking long and exhausting, but it's Sunday already. It happens. It happens. So yeah, I hope you get an offer. I hope it went well. Share the details. What kind of job is it? Is it something that you want to do, or is it something you have to do? All the things will get personal. Why not? Yeah, your new debate video with is like the ER giving out free herpes for all. It's true. You only barely live in it. I do only barely live in Nebraska. I live in the most eastern. I had to think about it because I suck at geography apparently. The most eastern part of Nebraska. Right? Yes, the most eastern part of Nebraska. So yeah, but we still got snow today, and it was an awful drive yesterday. Like, I genuinely am very happy I didn't go to work today. I've been getting emails from work, obviously, and like I got the email saying like, "Hey, no one showed up to work, guys." Or not, nobody showed up to the clinic, so we have no patients. So here's a bunch of shit you can clean. I was like, I'm okay with missing out on that. I'm okay with staying home. I had to use a vacation day, but that's okay. I'll take a middle of the week vacation. Also, I fucked up my arm at work, so I can't function in things at work anyway. Also, I fucked up my nose at work. I'm not sure. Here. Because let's look at my face even closer. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it. So yeah, I fucked up my face. There's some scratches over here. They're probably not as visible, but yeah. So that's been work for me the last week or so. So I'm all kind of a mess everywhere. So I can't. Oh, thank you, young blue skeptic, for that wonderful donation. You are the best. You get one of the butts. You don't get boobs, you get butts this time. But why not? I know someone had requested butts. I think it was Mango. So yeah, thank you very much, English. Always appreciated. We are getting closer to our goal. We're halfway there. It's pretty good. Why not 69? Always, always why not 69? Did you guys see, who was it? It was, I think it was Hoban. I think it was Eric Hoban who did like the Valentine's Day tweet about like 69 reasons to go to to be a creationist or something on Valentine's Day, and I don't I don't I don't know how to feel about that one. You live in Minnesota? No, no, Nebraska. I live in Nebraska. Not that far north. I do love Minnesota. Well, I don't know most of Minnesota. I love Minneapolis, I should say. I love Minneapolis. I love the Twin Cities. I think they're fantastic. I used to date a girl who lived there, and I'd go visit. And such a wonderful such a wonderful cities. Yeah. So much fun. I've had a blast almost every time I've been out to Minneapolis and St. Paul. So I one of these days I will convince my wife that we should move that far north. But right now her thing is like Omaha is the furthest north she's willing to move. So I don't know if it's gonna happen. What in R&D's butt? That's more how much snow. Scott, I think we got around 6 inches. Well, I measured around 6.5 inches off my balcony. I don't know what the actual like forecast is, but it's it was a lot. It was a lot. It was enough to close down a bunch of things that are typically not closed. So my wife is super jealous that I got to stay home and like I cleaned the house most of the day and made a video, but I did a lot of cleaning. So she was kind of jealous that I got to stay home and clean. mm. Wonderful is kind of an exaggeration for Minneapolis. I don't know. I'm just a fan of the city. All right. So, even though this is kind of an impromptu, longer and harder, I did decide I was gonna do a beer of the week. Beer of the week. Because I'm gonna do an old beer of the week. Because I have it, and this is last year's Epic Blackout Stout, so I do have it. And I love this. Look at this can. This can is fucking. I love this. I love this artwork on the can. It's amazing. Mostly because I want to drink it now because Brickway just released their 2019 Epic Blackout Stout, and after dinner tonight, I'm gonna go get it, and I'm gonna go get drunk off of it. I also do my homework because I have to do. It's great. I have to do a. I have to take some data on people, so I have to go observe people for my animal behavior class. So that we can learn how to take data, which I'm really annoyed about. That I have. Well, it's not really homework, it's extra credit. But I'm really annoyed about because it's what I do for a living is take data on humans all the time, human behavior. So I'm annoyed that I have to do it for extra credit, like more than just working. So that's great. I'm sitting at work building a server. Ooh, fun time. Well, Omaha has Council Bluffs. It does have Council Bluffs. It's like a pimple. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about Council Bluffs. I've been there. There's this one restaurant that I go to for breakfast like every once in a while, but that's about it. I've never really visited Council Bluffs. I think I've been to Lake Mana something. There's a lake. There's a little lake that I've been to fishing before. And I might do like a polar plunge thing there in March. I'm trying to convince myself that it's worth donating. It's like you donate and then it goes to the Special Olympics, and I'm trying to see if it's worth it for me to do it. If it is, I don't know, maybe I can do something with it. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe I can come up with a way to raise more money than just what I donate for it. So black squirrels are a thing out here. They are a thing. It's weird. Okay, Epic Blackout Stout, real quick. It's epic, it's black, and it's a stout. It's by Brickway Brewery, which is, yeah, it is the best brewery ever. It's fantastic. It is. This is easily my top beer. I love them. They're in Old Market in Omaha, and they are the best. 17% alcohol. It's we'll read their thing, but it's a I think it's a bourbon barrel aged beer. And they make their own bourbon at Brickway, so it's like they go right next to each other. It's great. So that's pretty cool. The description says, rightfully known as Nebraska's biggest beer, one will find hints of raisin and add complexity to this extreme beer. Are you up for the challenge? And yes. Oh, and I spelled two with a P in it. Because why not, right? I updated servers from a customer. Ooh. I am no good at that. I had a friend my friend who did like all the IT for the city that I used to live in Wisconsin. He did like all their IT nonsense, and he seemed to do well with it. I am not. I own a Mac, so that should tell you how competent I am at computing. Oh no, not Spaghetti Works. Don't ever go to Spaghetti Works. It's terrible. I've been doing it once and it was awful. Don't ever go to Spaghetti Works. Spaghetti Works is also in Old Market. Don't go there. It's bad. Okay. Oh God, the smell. Okay, and I get to go to this. Oh, I get to get more of it tonight. I'm so excited. Oh, this is a religious experience right here. Oh, this is fantastic. God, that is delicious. I don't need to show this probably, but nope, not that one. This is my beer. It's a 10. It's a perfect 10. It is beautiful. It is wonderful. I can't sing enough praises to this beer and how absolutely delicious and alcoholic it is. It is a dream come true. I love this beer so much. It is great. Oh, let's not do that one. Let's do this. So with that said, we got it. Wisconsin. You mean Mexico? No, I mean Wisconsin. I see R&D was too lazy for the housekeeping again. Haven't had old username in 10 days and it still appears. Okay, Bo. Are you Bo? I'm gonna ask that one first. Are you Bo? Because I wasn't sure. I made the video this week. And it was the one name that I couldn't match up, so I want to say it's Bo. But I don't know. Don't know how any of this works. I can change it in the credits too if you'd like. It's all up to you. Low PBR is the flatline. It is. So, who are you? I know you're a patron because you're a Patreon, but who are you? I can't see like your old name. Oh, I'm terrible at this. Raisin, is it sweet? It is sweet. I'm trying to think. There's a drink called what's it called? A Rusty Nail, which is Scotch and Drambuie. It is for Scotch. It is really sweet. And I describe it that way as someone who drinks way too much Scotch for their own good, and I find it sweet. But when I give it to like random folk and give it a try, they hate it and they think it's just way too alcoholic. Oh God, look at the avatar. Bo is a Dane, so I'm your German. Okay, I can't. I will open. God damn these idiots. It's Fino. God damn it, Fino. I will fix it. Okay. Also, do you want me to fix it in the credits? Let me know if you want me to fix it in the credits. I can definitely fix it in the credits as well. I'm terrible at life. This is why I drink in the middle of 2 o'clock on a Wednesday when I haven't been to work yet. Before I forget, when and how did the Morgal end up in the clink? He did? Is he really? Oh no, I don't keep up with them at all. That's yeah, I got tetanus. That's okay. I'm immune to tetanus. I get like 1 billion tetanus shots a year because I get bitten 1 billion times. I have a nasty bite. I don't know. It's mostly fade. I had a nasty bite here. I'm not sure. Oh no, I guess I didn't get to show it off. It's kind of visible there. I have a nice nasty bite there from last week. It was way worse last time. I have a few bruises, which aren't. That's Hobbs' fault. That's not my kid's fault. I have a few bruises that aren't going to show up on the camera as well. But I'm just like I'm all sorts of tetanus needing person all the time. Make the poll. Sorry, the poll exists. It's already made. Oh, I got beer all over my computer. God, I am a mess. Okay, so. Let's copy that URL and let's put it over here. Nope, that one. Okay, Strapple. Is the new desk done? No, not yet. I mean, new pieces. I'm hopefully go buy them this weekend and get it and stream the end of it this weekend. I realized that I needed more support in the middle, so things are just, whatever. I think they said something about domestic violence, but when and for how long, I can't tell. Oh, that's too bad. I mean, not too bad. I mean, I feel bad not for the Morgal. I feel bad for his wife. I think, or I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. His wife got beaten by the Morgal because I think she's got some sort of medical issues. And so if it's domestic violence towards her, I feel real bad for her because that is not a good position to be stuck in, to be like abused by your caretaker when you have like severe medical issues, which I think she does. I think like a lot of, I remember the Morgau would do a lot of fundraising for himself because he never had enough money to take care of his wife. So that would be real sad. Oh God, I hope not. Oh, that is awful. God, I can't. Don't get Tinas from kids. You get it from dirt. Okay. He was 2 to 3 months offline. I mean his name is public knowledge. I just don't remember what it is. It's John something, so you could probably Google records and probably find him if you're really that curious. It's not like his name isn't known if you want to look it up. I forget what his whole name is. Uh, mm. Okay, so sorry. Menu. I haven't even described it, but you have the votes. You can vote. You can read. You can vote. I can. I'll tell you. Okay, so we got The Grey Globe Deception by the Morgau, The Truman Show by ODD TV, Debunking the Flat Earth by Rob Skiba, Perspective in Physics by Fuck It World, whatever the fuck his name is, Proof the Sun is Closed by Nicole Cote, and Crystal Healing by Pretty Boss TV, and Test People's Energy by Stargirl. John. His name might actually be John. How does Hobbs like the snow? He does not. He really does not. Did I? I don't remember. No, that wasn't. I took him for a walk last week, or tried to. He refused to go outside. He just outright refused to go outside. So that was great. John the Third. Oh, I'll say a story about Johns in a second here, and not the kind of Johns you're thinking about. Yeah, no, Hobbs doesn't like it. I'm really like, there's about 6 inches of snow outside on my balcony, and I'm really tempted to just like grab Hobbs and like dump him on the snow and see what happens. But I also think that might be kind of mean, so it might not happen. Okay. John names, last stories. So I used to date a lady who's had a family. Her uncle was named John, and then so he named his first son John. So you had like John Senior and John Junior, right? As it typically happens. They had a third. There was a third son involved. And this one was also named John. But you now need to differentiate between John Senior, John Junior, and John. So this third John, they gave him the last name also, so that you could have John Senior and John Junior and John also, because you gotta really love your name at that point. 6 inches of snow. It should be 10 inches of snow. Hobbs is as in Calvin and Hobbs, or Hobbs is in the Fast and the. There's a Hobbs and Fast. Oh, there is a Hobbs and Fast and the Furious. I've never seen it, but I saw the new. There's a new like Fast and Furious spinoff with somebody that I really like as the main bad guy. Thor's black friend. God, that is the only way I can remember him. Idris Elba as the bad guy. I think I saw a thing, and it had The Rock and Jason Statham in it, and it looked like fun. I think it was Jason Statham, or is it the other one? I think it was Jason Statham. But it looked it looked like fun. I guess I've never watched any of the Fast and Furious. Like I watched the first Fast and Furious movie when I was in whatever high school, whenever the hell that came out. And I've never kept up with them since, because to me at least, it just got too ridiculous, and I was just like, I don't understand. Also, I didn't like the first Fast and Furious because Hollywood does this thing where it thinks that nobody knows how to drive, and so they do the thing when they're racing where they shift gears, and all of a sudden they're going faster in a race, like because for some reason they were racing and they're like, I'm just gonna stick to fourth gear and just destroy my transmission, right? And then when I need a speed boost, I'm gonna shift into fifth gear, and that'll give me a speed boost, as if that's how shifting works, or gears in a car. And it's infuriating if you know how to drive a manual transmission, and you think if you don't know how to drive a manual transmission, shifting higher into gears doesn't actually like give you a speed boost. That's not how any of that works. So I never liked it. Oh goodness. That's just being selfish, as naming your kids isn't about you. It is very selfish. I know who you mean, though. I hope who I mean about who. How about George Foreman? All of his boys are George. I know, that's also ridiculous. I'm not okay with that. Hollywood thing doesn't understand how you do a lot of basic things. It's true. They really it's a lot of it is very magic, and I understand you gotta sort of, like some things you gotta sort of over dramatize, um, for dramatic effects, obviously, right? But like driving is one that I just like. Everyone knows how to fucking drive. It takes me. It also takes me. I don't know. I don't know if they did it in Fast and the Furious in particular, but I have seen it done in other like chase scenes in movies where they'll do like I'm gonna drive in a reverse thing, and then they'll shift while in reverse to like their second reverse gear. Um, which again isn't how any of that works. It's just, oh god, it's the worst. That's the only reason I didn't like it. Maybe my what's that thing? Disbelief thing, whatever. The disbelief thing. I should, suspend my disbelief a little bit more, and maybe then I'd like the Fast and Furious movies. Okay, I just looked at the poll, and it looks like Crystal Healing is way ahead. I'm not even gonna bother to not make it more ahead because honestly, it seems like the most pleasant thing for me to watch at this point. I don't want to watch anything else. The other ones seem also very silly. I don't really. So I watched. And if you haven't, you should too. I watched I finished watching the Beyond the Curve Flat Earth documentary on Netflix. If you have Netflix, you should go watch it. It's amazing. If nothing else, go there's a bunch of different spots where you can there's been memes about this on the Twitters already where a lot of the flat earthers get super close to understanding that they're wrong, and it's amazing. My first car was a Datsun 580C. It had up to 135 once. Ooh. You got it up to 135. That's awesome. I used to have a little Mini Cooper, and that thing, oh god, I love that Mini Cooper. God, it's great. I wonder what they will replace the Troph with when it's all electric cars. I'm really curious. I don't know. Paddle shifters. I haven't seen paddle shifters much in movies as they've been modernized. Like I haven't. Like they still do a lot of stick shift cars, which I mean I guess it's getting to the point where you can like create fantasies around how stick shift cars work because anyone born after 2000 fucking millennials. I actually don't know what I'm definite. I think I'm a millennial. Don't know, especially in the States. I know that it's different in other parts of the country, but definitely in the States, you can't buy a manual transmission car unless it's some sort of sports car, unless it's an older car, which really sucks. Because I do love manual transmission, but you can't buy. You can buy like a Toyota Camry in a manual transmission. I think maybe like a Honda Civic, but you can't buy like any American cars besides maybe a Mustang, maybe a Camaro, and those are still maybes, because they just don't make them anymore. Maybe they will dramatically kick the turbo button. Oh, maybe it's gonna be something. That'll be interesting to see what it is. Okay, so let's get this. Let's not. Oh goodness, I pressed all the wrong buttons again. Let's turn off that, and let's turn off that, and let's get ourselves a video going here. Somewhere. Where are you? There you go. Okay, so the name of oh god, everything's a mess. We'll get this going. Okay, so the whole name of the video is called Crystal Healing: How it all works. Everything you need to know. And it's, I guess, everything we need to know about crystal healing. Trucks. I haven't seen a single truck. I have not seen a truck with a manual transmission in a very, very long time. I can't think of a single truck with a manual transmission. The only reason that I remember this is because the reason that I ended up with my Mini Cooper, it's because it was one of the few cars that I could find in a manual transmission. It was that and a Nissan 350Z, is that what they're called? I forget. It's been a while. And my Mini Cooper were kind of like the only two that I could find. I think I found a Mustang, but this was in Wisconsin, and muscle cars in places that it snows is a stupid idea. So I went with the Mini Cooper instead. Um, you mean you can't fly cars that more complicated and the more dangerous to drive? Oh, how horrible! I know, right? Maybe I wish automatic was the standard here. Would make it a lot easier for me to drive. Oh, there was a thing. There was a thing that I was listening about, and I don't know how true this is, and I don't know if there's any studies to any of this. Maybe there are, maybe I could look them up, but so take this with a huge grain of salt. Um, about how much manual transmission kind of lowers distracted driving because you can't, no pun intended, you can't go on an automatic. You have to pay a little bit more attention. If even things like taking out your phone at a red light, you can't really do because you have to, when the light changes, you have to go. And if you don't go the hardest parts of manual transmissions is the going part. Once you're gone, once you are going, you're fine. It's the getting going that's the hard part. So if you're not paying attention to that part, you're just gonna stall out and look like a fucking idiot. So I have heard that it lowers the distractedness of drivers. I could see, but I don't know if there's any studies that actually suggest that happens or not. So that would be one thing. Um, oh, I am talking big rigs. Big rigs are. You're right. They are. Okay. Crystals work when you give them to your wife after you pissed her off. It's a good time to crystal. My car 6 year is basically a fuel efficient thing. I can be doing 125 and try to pull it, and it still shifts back. Oh, yeah. That's one of the nice things about manual transmissions is how like incredibly fuel efficient it is. My Mini Cooper got somewhere around the 50 miles per gallon range. And a manual transmission. I mean, it's a tiny engine. It's like a 4-cylinder engine, but it's still very impressive for like a 2006, just like a 2006 car rather than like a modern car with all the computey bits that you can, like, the engines can shut off and be more efficient. Like just a standard compression. No, nope. I know the words. um, God, engines is just combustion engine, a standard combustion engine work, right? Like just a standard. Oh God, I'm terrible at this. Some people are not quite coordinated, so they shouldn't touch manual transmissions. It's true. Um, all right, so enough about cars. Not that I want to listen to this anymore, but we do have time. Also, I don't want to finish this beer because this beer is gonna fuck me up. So I'm trying to. I got tea on the side. I got tea is my side bitch today, and side hoe today. So that I can make it through this whole show without dying. Okay, so working with crystals, we're gonna find out what they do, don't do, how to heal them. Hopefully we won't get into the the goop end of the spectrum where Gwyneth Paltrow is gonna tell us to, well, not us, because there's like the one lady watching, to stick it in orifices. All right, here we go.
What's going on, my people? So today I wanted to hop right into it. We're talking about crystals, okay, and crystal healing. Now, along my journey, crystals have been very helpful for me to attract certain types of energies that I need, especially.
So I would really love to have like a like a breakdown of your energies. I love my automatic. Well, good. I'm glad you do. I mean, I like my car. I wish it was a manual transmission. Um, Most car thieves are stymied by stick shift cars. I have heard that as well before. That just because of the rarity of stick shifts, most drivers can't really, most car thieves can't really take them just because they can't actually drive them. And like I said, the hard part is actually getting them moving. So if you can't do that, you can't steal the goddamn car. Um, Excuse me. Automatic with adaptive cruise control is godsend in traffic, though. Oh, that would be great. My my Mini Cooper had cruise control, and I love the shit out of that. Um, I don't know what adaptive means when it comes to cruise control, so you might have to explain that to me. Um, yeah. So, energies. Like, is this like a Avatar: The Last Bender kind of thing? I think they have chakras. But it's also made up, so it's okay for them to have chakras. Like, what are the different kinds of energies? Like, are they elemental energies? Are these like the what are those things? The lands in Magic the Gathering, where you have like the swamp lands and the fire lands and the plains lands, and I don't know what are the lands, ocean lands. Um, I don't know how any of this works, so we get to find out.
You know, when you're trying to heal your chakras and open up your chakras, there are a lot of things that you'll find that's out.
I'm sorry, what? Where's my thing? I had a sheet. I'm gonna go find it. Give me one. I had a sheet. I have a sheet. I have a sheet, and I want to find it now. Okay. Okay. Found the sheet. Look at that. Wasn't too far. Okay. So I got the wonderful woo sheet that we made last time. So we could probably use it again. We have, I need like tokens or something. I need to pretty this up a little bit. Let's not show my address this time to everyone. All right. So, we have our lovely, and I can't see. Let's make this go like that, and then, okay. So we got our lovely sheet. Hopefully that'll focus. Let's go back a little bit. Oh goodness, I can't hold this in the right spot apparently. Focus. Okay. So we got our lovely sheet today of I don't know if it'll ever focus, of our bingo card for woo stuff. So we can use that today. And we have on the top, we have harmony, energy, align, frequency, synergy, space juice, wavelength, medium, light, cosmic, resonance, ether, free spot, matrix, purify, infinity, chakra, crystal, evil. Where did I put that? Evolution? I'm gonna go with evolution. I think I just put Evo. I'm gonna go with evolution. Aura, quantum, astral. I put astral. God, I can't spell. Transcendent and I don't know what I wrote there. Avocado. I figured it out. Okay, so we've already knocked off the energy, crystal, obviously, and chakra. So that's three. That's 3 boxes already in what was that? 20 seconds, 29 seconds, 27 seconds, some amount of seconds. That's good. Swamp Island, Plain Forest, Mountain. A bit strange, but I can deal with it. Those are the lands. I've been using the bus with this month, and I'm driving yourself is no way near as stressing as one of those death traps. Today, I outright ripped me off my feet inside a blasted bus. Oh no. I don't know. I could see why it's stressful to ride buses if in certain areas. At the same time, like I like to not drive if I can. I don't know. God, why are you allowed to drive? I once pulled into a parking lot, let go of the wheel, and I was so confused and stressed that I asked, "What do I do now?" Micro. That's not how we do things. That's not at all how we do any of this. Oh, okay. Let's listen to a little bit more of this nonsense today.
A balance in specific traits or behaviors that you might want to get rid of, or specific energies that you need.
Okay. My lady friend here, my dear lady friend here, if you want to change your behavior, relying on crystals to do that is maybe not the best idea. Like, have you tried just changing your behavior? That would probably be the best option. Is just, there are other ways to modify your own behavior. You can modify your own behavior. You could positively reinforce your own behavior that you want to promote, and punish your bad behavior. I wouldn't suggest punishing because it's not ethical. But like, do a thing instead of not doing a thing and pretending that you're doing a thing. That would be nice.
To enhance you on your journey. So, let's say you have a problem with, crystals, first of all, they deal with any kind of ailment. They're healing crystals, okay?
That is That is quite the claim there. I do love it when you all say like it can deal with anything, because the problem with saying that is that that's obviously testable. So it really makes me wonder, lady friend here, if it can deal with any kind of ailment or whatever. Um, and I mean, they're so readily and cheaply available, and you seem to have the secret to how to use them. Why aren't you going to hospitals? Like, I'm sure that there's a cancer ward somewhere near you. That would love to have your healing. I'm sure they'd like it. So why not do that? Why are you kind of only peddling it on fucking YouTube? Like, if you really are confident in this, go peddle your shit. No, please don't. Actually, don't listen to me. That'd be awful. Don't do this. But go peddle your shit to cancer patients. And to at least see if it actually works. But don't actually go peddle to them. They're desperate and in horrible positions. So don't actually follow my advice. Did she kill a Muppet for whatever shit is behind her? That might be Animal. Like, not an animal, but Animal the Muppet. Why does the sound as if Jelly has a car with the biggest available cowcatcher on the prowl? Oh, do you? Billionaire, what are you doing? Okay. I don't read traffic though. Just do things and see who yields. I hate. Oh God, yielding's the worst. So there's a thing here in Nebraska where no one stops. Like at stoplights or stop signs, like nobody stops. It's really weird. Um, Half the time I feel like I live in a third world country where they don't know how to drive. Um, because like literally nobody stops at any signs. The only times I've ever been I ever get honked at in while I'm driving around Omaha is when I stop at red lights or stop at stop signs or yield. Like that's when I get honked at is when I yield. Like if like there's a yield sign and I stop and I yield for traffic and then I go, I get honked at for that. It's animal carnage. It is animal carnage. Okay. To be honest, on the bitch in traffic, I just know how the road works. Oh yeah. Isn't animal red? Is animal red? I don't know. No, come here. Let's find out what color animal is. Um, I got the feeling that just typing in animal into Google isn't gonna actually give me anything. Muppet. Okay. According to Google, oh yeah, he is red. Um, yeah. Look at that. Fact checker: Rock legend animal is not dead. Well, thank you, fact checker. That's a bit weird of a thing, but yeah, look, check it out. Animal is red. And not dead apparently. Thank you, Google, for clarifying that for me. I don't know what I would have done otherwise.
So whether it's something that's going on mentally or emotionally that you're dealing with, or if you're dealing with business, or if you're dealing with blockages, like let's say you have a lack of creativity, or if you have a certain physical illness within your body, crystals will help with this. Now, one thing
Don't.
that I want to say about crystals is, you know, everybody does not work with crystals. A lot of people aren't even.
Oh, I hate you. Oh, no, I don't hate you. I hate this excuse. Not you, lady. I got other opinions about you. Um, Sam the Eagle. Wait, Sam the Eagle? Oh, is he that? Oh, is he blue? Now I have to look up Sam the Eagle. Let's see. Shit. I can't spell. Sam the Eagle. Muppet. It is Sam the Eagle. Holy shit. There he is. That's who died for this lady's pretty something, whatever your name is. Well, it was good knowing you, Sam the Eagle. I'm sorry. I still call that orange. She only has red hair and beard fuzz. Oscar the Grouch was orange before he was green. It was just all the time sitting in that garbage can. Um, Taking is how long till cancer can be cured with crystals. Oh goodness, what was I gonna say? Okay. Your excuse, your thing that you were saying now is a thing that annoys me a whole lot. Um, which happens a lot, with scammy artists, right? Like it happens a lot with you. With what you're saying, it also happens just because I dislike them so much. Uh, Alcoholics Anonymous do the exact same thing, and it pisses me off. Where instead of realizing that the shit that you are peddling doesn't work, and when you like put it to the test, right, like you give it to people to test out like whether it actually helps them improve, um instead of seeing the results, which is that crystals don't do shit, you instead say, no, it's not that crystals don't do shit, it's that the person using the crystal didn't crystal the right way. Therefore, it's not the crystal's fault. It's the person for not crystalling the right way. And that just helps you avoid actually realizing that you're peddling crap. Today, Colors with RD. She killed Sam. Purge her. It is the worst. It is the worst. Sam should be blue. I fucked around a bit with the image to get I get it more grayish. That's a pretty good color.
Even aware. One thing that you need to understand is that everything on this planet, everything around you has its own energy. Everything.
Ooh, energy. We got another one. We got energy. God, I gotta actually write. I don't know if it matters. I got energy, and I got chakra, and I got crystal, and I got something else earlier, which I forgot.
Emits a certain frequency, and so when you're dealing with crystals, they have a certain they each have their own specific energies and vibrations.
Vibrations. Holy shit, we're going through this really quick. There's your problem, right? Yeah, you do not put it says you go on faith. It's true. You said something in the same on that same line on Sunday. Did I? I probably did. Welcome to my life. This show's been going on for so long. It's starting to do that political shoehorn thing now. We're just back where we started. Okay, okay, we got energy. We did see frequency. What else did we get? God, we had another thing. We had chakra. We also got free point, obviously, right? And crystal. I think that's been it. Okay. So we're not close to a bingo yet. We're a little off. Just a little bit off. So we'll keep going here.
So crystals will help you to enhance or accentuate certain energies that you need in your life for whatever specific purpose that you may have. So that's one thing that I want to say about it. Also, a lot of the work that I talk.
So I want to know. I want to know what these different energies are and why they are different. Like how please define energies. Then you went on a rant about AA. Oh yeah, well, I hate AA. That's probably it probably is just because I hate AA. It like I think AA is just triggers me consistently. That's probably the problem. I think AA just triggers me, like an AA thinking. So I guess spoiler alert for Saturday's video. I know days. Saturday's video. So it's on pyramid schemes because I got kind of dragged into a pyramid scheme. Not like I didn't actually buy into it, but I got dragged into a pyramid scheme meeting. Which I get dragged to every once in a while because I'm far too polite to people and I should just say no. I don't want your crazy shit. But a friend invited me and I was like the whole time I'm like, is this a cult? Are you trying to sell me a timeshare? What are you trying to do? And it turns out it was a pyramid scheme. But I went to it and one of the things I said in that meeting was very much the same thing. It's very much within the scam dictionary to use that sentence of like it's not for everyone, and you only get as much out of it as you put in. Is like scam 101, right? Like that's one of the first things you learn, and it kind of pisses me off because it is a scam, and then I have my own, and then I get triggered by AA. So that's more or less what all of that is. Can you now get your revitalized vagina crystals with a decorative braided cord connected to various crystals? Oh, can you? I don't know, Gwyneth Paltrow, can we? Because there's a different word for that device. And you might be using it in the wrong orifice. Alright, we'll keep going here.
About, you know, a lot of things that we do really helps you to tap in, not into your conscious mind, but your subconscious mind, to really get the healing to happen. You know, it's not until you actually tap into your subconscious mind, and I really appreciate Brother Panic for explaining this on so many levels that has really helped me and helped me to understand things to a completely different degree. So
is Level on here? Level isn't on here. I'm gonna have to find Brother Matrix over here that she's talking about. Nope. Level isn't on here.
check out Brother Panic Occult Lectures, occultlectures.com. So much information about subliminal programming, tapping into the subconscious.
What is going on? Sorry, I just got distracted. You seriously would not watch anything R&D uploads? Who's not watching what R&D uploads? It describes 37% of all existing longer nerves. It really does. It really does. Other German terms, yes, they're called Binwaball. I don't even know. I'm missing something in there somewhere. I didn't listen to her. I'm sorry, my girl. I was listening to the chat. Okay, let's go back.
And help me to understand things to a completely different degree. So check out Brother Panic Occult Lectures, occultlectures.com.
Occult Lectures. Okay, Brother Panic. Thank you, U.S. Postal Service, for your sticky note. Brother Panic. We might have to add Brother Panic to our list here. Brother Panic. Occult Lectures. Hey, point at micro. occultlectures.com as the thing that we do on every other Saturday. We'll take a look at it. There we go. I got it into a sentence. Occult Lectures. We just got ourselves a new website to potentially take a look at. There we go. Goddamn R&D, learn to read. I don't know how to read. Oh, speaking of reading, R&D needs a kid so they can take over reading 7 years from now. It's true. Funny stories about reading. 1, I'm an English major. 2, I used to teach it. Yeah, that's it. Also, so I want to do this thing. Because I entirely understand that I'm terrible at reading, especially out loud. Like, God, out loud reading is the worst. Which is why I want to do this, because I know that I'm terrible at it, right? So there's this book, on the I think it's called Triggered, or something like that. And it sounds terrible. It's like, it's some super conservative guy who pretty much like romanticizes as like a school shooting. And it sounds awful. Like, it sounds triggering, honestly. And I want to read it, like, during, like, for a stream, just sit there and just read the book, like, page by page. Mostly with my terrible reading skills, and also because I'll laugh at everything. Yeah, so that would be, I don't know, maybe. As ideas. Should R&D terribly read terrible books as a stream one day? We're already off schedule. We are already. Am I free this week? I think I am free this weekend. Sorry, I had a hot date last weekend. The thing. So it's Valentine's Day happened, so I had to go take my wife to thing. I guess I didn't have to. I was, you know how relationships work. Okay. That explains Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram. Yes. I'm going to enjoy a Mediterranean salad while watching. Ooh. Kalamata, Greek yogurt dressing. Oh, feta, senator. Fetas are the best. Also, I have a garden now, and it's amazing. That has tomatoes. Not that it has tomatoes in it, but still, feta favorite cheese. Second favorite cheese, feta. Favorite cheese is probably cotija, which is a Mexican cheese, which is a lot like feta. It's like a dry, brittly cheese. It's like a Parmesan feta concoction. Like it's between those two. So also I have a garden. Well, I don't have a garden. I bought my wife a garden, and it's amazing. And now we have like fresh basil all the time, and my living room smells great. And the dill has like just infested everything. But we have dill, and we have thyme, parsley, and lots of basil. All the basil. The basil's amazing. Um, well, when anything else fails, you run out of material, you could just go to Conspiracies with Hans. There seems to be at least 7 channels. Conspiracy with Hans. Ooh, that sounds fun. Uh, this is the one written by a woman still pretending to be her older mentor. Which is? What is? Okay. How did I not have a garden before? I don't know, because I live in a place that is cold and snowy all the time. Um, uh, yeah, it's always snow. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, we'll talk about garden in a second. So okay, Okay, garden first, and then the rest of my life. Okay. So sorry about the brightness. See, garden. It's this thing called an arrow garden. And it's got a grow light, so everyone thinks I'm growing pot all the time. And then it grows herbs and stuff, and it's got the thing. I can't point. The thing underneath is a little water basin thing, and it automatically like pumps the water into the plants. And it also has like buttons for the light, so that like the lights automatically go on and off after 10 hours. I think it is 12 hours, 10 hours. I think it's 10 hours of light. And then they rest the rest of the time or something like that. No, it's more than 10. It's the opposite. No, 14, something like that. I don't know. Hours, and then it tells you when the water is low, and you get like plant food and stuff. It's great. So that's the garden that I bought. I do get like a plot of garden, a plot of garden outside, but it's winter, so I have to wait like a month. I have to wait a month to start like planting things indoors, which I don't know how I'm gonna do yet. And then I can go do them outside, like in April, and whatever comes after May, that other one. So then I can do that stuff. So yes, feta and parmesan are very different cheeses. They are very different cheeses, but when you get them together, you get cotija cheese. So it's salty like feta. It's got like that saltiness, but it's crumbly like parmesan. There, that's the Venn diagram of cheese. I would let you use mine. It's like 90 meters square, half of it lawn, but I don't need that shit. It's great. I'm really looking forward to using it this year. My garden. We got them. They got built last year, but they got built like they were finished being built sometime in June, May. Which by that time in Nebraska, if you haven't planned anything, it's not even worth it. So I didn't do it. But this year, I'm like trying to plan ahead. Okay. Don't lie, your living room smells like condescending cat. It does smell like condescending cat. I don't have a garden. I want one. There's a 1x1x4 garden for apartments. Ooh, that's nice. Triggered, the book you're talking about is written by a woman pretending like her old, really bad mentor wrote it instead. Is that how? I thought it was a dude. Oh, I really gotta read this. Okay, terrible reading of Triggered. Probably gonna happen now. It's just that's probably gonna be the thing that happens now. Because I want to. That's not a garden. That's a potted plant with aspirations. It's a nice garden. You leave it alone. You hurt its feelings. So, do they now sell ant farms with less killable things to farm for really negligent people. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. I mean, okay, apartment also north facing window, east facing window. I had to think about it. Sorry, east facing window, so I get like no sun. At least no good sun for growing things. The Earth's cat. Hello, Cat Earther. Are you the real Cat Earther? Are you? If you are, you might get the thing. You might get the thing where you get to talk more. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. This is the thing we do when I have time. Actually, every Sunday, but it's not Sunday because why not? Okay. I've been meaning to get back into gardening. A decor one, admittedly, but still like garden. I like bold reds, purple, yellows, and oranges. Ooh, I don't think I'll grow flowers. I don't think we're gonna go the flower route. We're definitely gonna grow tomatillos, jalapenos, tomatoes, probably more basil because honestly, you can add basil to anything. Basil is like the ultimate spice herb in the world. So at least at the minimum, those four. Maybe some zucchini. My wife seems to like zucchini a little bit. And I'll have to come up with maybe other things to potentially fill it up with. But definitely the tomatillos and it's cilantro. We need cilantro. Those are gonna be like the main ones because I want salsa. That's my excuse. I want salsa. You should try Mithridra cheese. It's like salty Parmesan and feta. Ooh, okay. It's probably very similar to what I'm talking about. You could have you could always plant nettles. They grow amazingly fast. Ooh, what do you use them for? Knowing about triggers, frankly, elusive rider is the most niche info I have ever been able to use. Ooh, that's great. Cilantro, coriander for you not Americans / Mexicans. Coriander, I think it's what it's called in other places. The one true Cat Earther. Very nice. Yeah, no, it's coriander. The thing that some people don't like and some people don't like, but it's used in Mexican food all the time. It's kind of like parsley, but better. It's like, yeah, it's better parsley. I prefer a apical to basil. That is I'm reading it. No. Some places have no salsa. They even sell it for people just to heat up and enjoy. Can't you make tea out of nettles? Can you? What are nettles? I don't know what nettles are. Like, it sounds right that you'd be able to. Sorry, I just like turn the volume down on that for some odd reason. Okay. I mean, sure, you can. Sure, why not? You know, that's not how you. That is not how you spell nettles. God, damn, I can't. God, I can't even hit the N. Nettle. Okay. Natel. That's Natel. Am I spelling it wrong? How do you spell nettles? I don't know how to spell nettles. I get Natel, which seems to be a business in India. Is it I'm gonna go with an herb? Herb? Nelnet? No. Herb. Let's see. Google, correct me. Nettle herb. Oh, it's 2 T's. Okay. Oh, we call it something else. God, what do I call that? Oh God. I know it is something different. Yeah, it looks like you can make it out of you can turn it into tea. God, there's a Spanish word for this, and I don't remember what it's called. Let's try nettle in Spanish. Maybe that'll spark my Ortiga. No, that doesn't sound right. I don't know, but okay. Looks like there's a bunch of like health stuff around it, so it might be cool. Nebraska has nettle. Okay, cool beans. I'm gonna have to. Okay, maybe that'll be something that gets grown in the garden, and we'll try to make some tea out of it, and maybe not die. That's supposed to be pretty good for a person. I mean, that's the Google said that it had a bunch of healing properties, so that's cool. It's an ouchie plant. Fireweed. Ooh. The spreadable stingy paste. So, I don't want to. Okay. All right. Let's watch a little bit more and then we'll take a break.
So much information about subliminal programming, tapping into the subconscious mind. That brother puts out information, and he will give you so many different tools and just different procedures and things that you can do to go ahead and tap into your subconscious mind to reverse that programming that has happened over the years with this television, the radio, the media.
Wow, we went. Hello, Matt. How are you? How are you doing today? Um, Pringum Rose? Huh. It's not a garden plant. I don't know. How are you doing, Matt? I hope you're having yourself a good Wednesday. Okay, so we just went full full conspiracy with the media and stuff. I want to find a good way. Have you tried planting essential oils to keep your cat healthy? Planting essential oils. I do want to get catnip. I don't know. I can't. I think it'd be funny if I got like a catnip plant. Can I plant? I don't know if that has catnip plants. This thing, the thing that I have over here is called a arrow garden. So now I'm gonna have to look up if they actually make catnip for it, because it comes in like little pods and stuff. And if they do, that'd be neat. Needles ain't poison ivy though, but it does give some skin irritation, so they should get some gloves. Okay. It's tall and stingy as hell. I don't. Why are you guys telling me to grow any? I know that this is horrible that he moaned at only the 3 days of summer. Nettles don't bloody care. They will grow like weeds even in bad weather. Okay. Emma and Hobbs should have some catnip close by. So I'm gonna look up Arrow Garden. Okay. I think it's Arrow Garden pods or something like that. But I'm gonna have to look up and see if I can get a catnip pod, and that would be kind of amazing. Already they've been like, I don't know how much they love the garden itself, but they really like the lamp, the whatever the kind of lamp that's called, the UV lamp or whatever, and they like to sit around the garden thing all the time just to like get some vitamin D or whatever. So that's kind of cool. Oil seeds sound like U.S. military term for semen. Well, suppose it does. Oh god, I'm gonna choke on my own spit and laughing. Okay, we are going to take a break. I'm gonna go. Thankfully, I only made it halfway through this beer. I'm glad. We told you the girl. We told you the girl was a joke. Okay. Good. All right, we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna go not refill my beer. And I'll be right back with stuff and things. So, have fun. We'll see you in a bit.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear, like an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun, running, running, no. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no. Keep running. Told my boss that I'm done. Had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive. A cigar in my mouth. Maybe guilty but proud. Now I'm an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running low. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running low. Keep running
This mountain's never ending. Just seems so much to push through. We'll inspire the message. We'll press on within. One foot before the other. One footprint at a time. One reason left to conquer. These roads on which we climb.
All right, and we're back. One of these buttons was the thing I wanted. There it is. I got there. I got there eventually. Hello, we're back. Yeah, stuff and things. I do have a very small bladder. It takes forever to empty. Also, tea. I had to get tea. Tea is what's keeping me alive through this stream, because I get the feeling that if I were to drink 2 of these, I would be a happy camper, but a very slurry. My reading skills would be even worse than they already are. All right. So we'll listen to. We haven't actually gotten to the point where she explains crystals to us yet. We've been sort of derailed by everything.
Religion, your parents, all of that. Okay. So I wanted to say that. But what crystals help you to do is they're kind of like a subconscious reminder. So one thing, it's not a thing just to be like, okay, I'm going to work with crystals. If your energy isn't even to a certain level, or you don't have a certain...
Okay, wait, we had level. What? Was level a thing? I feel like it was. It's not. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, what? So we have to level up before we get access to crystals. We have to level up before we get access to crystals. I think that's the best way to put it. I don't think you can handle another Rhetoric&Discourse, but I know you want it. I do. I want another one of these. Also, this is the only one I have, so I have to savor it. Savor it all. All right.
Understanding of energy and vibration. You might...
Ooh, wait, did we ever get vibration? Nope, we got frequency. Not vibration. Woot. I know it was on here. Where'd you go? Did I not put vibration on here? Did I only put frequency? I might not have. I think that's true. I think that's what I did. Ah, damn it. This one does not have vibration. Oh, well. I
might not receive the benefits from the crystal. That doesn't go to say that the crystals don't work. That just means it's not working for you because you're not receptive to it.
I already have my rant about this. Level up, access crystal granted. I mean, you got a level 35 boss to use the, yeah, obviously, right? Like, they're not for noobs. God, crystals aren't for noobs. That should be the title. That might be the title for this. the subtitle for this video is just crystals aren't for noobs. You fucking noobs can't even get on my level, crystal using level. Jeez.
You know, there's some people who have to go to the hospital and have surgery, or they might have to have chemotherapy, or they might have to go to
Dear Miss Lady Pants here. I just want to point out that there's no level cap on going to the hospital. Like there's no minimum required level to going to the hospital. It works on all levels, whether you are at a level or not. Like doesn't care. You can be conscious or unconscious. And surgery will still work on you. You don't even have to work at it. I just so you know, you know, you don't have to work with surgery like to get surgery to work. It works. You can literally not believe in surgery. You could be a surgery denier and surgery would still work. Just gonna point that out to you. Hey Gio, how are you? Welcome to the crystal thing. Oh yeah, did Multi-Tom Tom actually show up? I feel like since you took so long, you must have shown up at some point or another. How did that go? How was your stream? I hope it was fun. I'm sure if Multi-Tom Tom showed up, it wasn't fun, but you know you can. I still hope you had fun. We won't believe what happened. Oh. On the US server, you need a number to be big enough, though. It's true. If you are unfortunate enough to be playing on a US server, you need at least like a level 500 income before you can actually gain access to medical care. But you're on the other hand, your faith can be 0 and it'll still work, and you can have 0 chakra points and it'll still work. God, that is depressing. Oh, no wonder people like crystals. Oh, goodness. Hello, Nene. How are you? Once you have enough crystals, you can upgrade your town hall. Why is it like half of these episodes end up with like either D&D or video game like analogies to everything? You can merge the crystals into new higher level crystals. Is that like breeding Pokemon? Like they have certain types. What they're called? Egg groups. There we go. Egg groups. Like only the field crystals can like breed together. And only the humanoid ones can breed together. I don't okay. The hangout was renamed Multi-Tom Tom is a troll. Prove it. I am. Okay, that is like one of the things earlier on. Like as soon as the show started, that was one of the things that I said in the chat right away. Was I'm very convinced that Multi-Tom Tom is just a troll, and I was convinced. That I think it was the last stream you had with him on, where he was like entirely. He was saying something along the lines of like, you can't circumnavigate the South Pole, right? Like you can't do it. I don't remember if it was like east-west circumnavigate or if it was the north-south circumnavigate. But he kept saying that you couldn't, and then I think it was Jared in the call, or somebody in the group was like, yeah, you can, and here's like these explorers or whatever that did it back in like 1970s or whatever, and he outright just denied it ever happening. And that's kind of when I realized he was just a troll, that like you kept telling him exactly what he needed, and he's just like, it's not real. I don't actually think Multi-Tom Tom drinks his own Kool-Aid. That's just me. Modern medical care seems OP. We are nerfing it. We nerfed it. So it was nerfed this last season by adding anti-vaxxers. It's sort of like a counter, it's like a hard counter to modern medicine. We added in this new class called anti-vaxxers. The bright side about it is it doesn't require a lot of intelligence investment, so you can min-max that shit and minimize your intelligence and heighten your I don't know, your tankiness to good ideas. Min-max that shit. Fucking Ivy breeding your crystals, right? We are nerds, I know. The fact that I can make these jokes about video games, all I know is it's all I need. It's all I need in my streams. The fact that I can say that I can make a Pokemon breeding joke and somebody says IV breeding crystals is all I need. Digimon into Jewelmon. Oh no, Crystalmon. There probably is a Crystalmon too. What would the third stage be? Gemimon. Ooh, Gemimon. All the fluffers are practically only see in side chats are common trolls. I could see that. I could see that. Oh goodness.
To get a shot for their migraine because other things don't work. And then you have other people who, you know, they just go, they use natural herbs, or they understand that migraines are stemming from something deeper. There's something behind the migraines. It's not just about getting a migraine. It might be that you are caught, your migraines are...
Okay. I'm sure that you'll say something stupid here. So I mean, migraines aren't just migraines, right? Like they're not just headaches. Like they're not, right? They're attached to usually deeper underlying circulatory problems or might affect them. Anti-vax update is promoting builds that fuck things up for newer players. We need a t-shirt with that one. Oh no, I like that. Why use crystals when you can get measles? It's true. Oh goodness, I do want that one. Factard is here. Why can't I see half the chat? Hi, Factard. Hi, Factard. Maybe you said... Oh, there you are. You said something. It's just a while ago. Oh, goodness. I use a nerve for migraines. I'm pretty sure Dr. Panic or her Brother Panic, there we go. I'm sure Brother Panic promotes herbal usages as well. That's fine. Kids smoke weed. It's fine. Don't actually do that. So if it's illegal in your state, don't do it. I'm not promoting illegal activities on this show. If it's legal in your state, you do you. If it's not, don't do that. I just don't want you to get in trouble. That's all. It's fine. Okay. Migraines are inflammation madness. Let's not quibble with words. I like that. That's a good way of putting it. I get the human build has been OP for ages, but I feel like they should adjust other species up instead of just arbitrary hamstringing the strongest players. It's true. Fucking buff cheetahs, goddammit. That haven't been viable for millennia. Oh goodness. It's her brain trying to break out of the hard calcification shell of Wu she's mass pressed it into. That's probably why you have migraines. Your brain is trying to tell you something. Oh goodness.
Caused by stress, so they deal with the issue of stress.
If it's illegal, don't do it in front of any cop you don't know is cool. It's true. I'm not trying to be a prude. I just don't want people to get in trouble. That's all. Do what you want as long as it's legal. That's all.
Stress and eliminate the migraines in the long run without any medications at all. Just like, another example that I need to give is the placebo effect.
Okay. Bets are in right now. So how many of you think that she's gonna have the correct definition of a placebo? Like, let's start with that. How many of you think she's gonna have the correct definition of placebo? That's gonna be the first thing. And then how many of you think that how do I word this question? She's gonna say that the placebo effect is actually has an effect. Is that the way I want? I don't know if I want to word it that way. I've had someone else tell me this, how like the placebo is real because it like placebos work because they actually affect your mental state, as in, you know, they make you think that you feel better, and that in and of itself shows you that placebos work. It's gonna be great. She will have a placebo argument. That's gonna be great. The main problem is that you have to do a human build to access most of the game. Yeah. And then so the worst part is, besides having to do a human build, is that so many things are behind paywalls. That is just the worst. College behind a paywall, healing behind a paywall. It's just, you know, God, since we've gone to the free to play model, it's just been a fucking disaster, I tell you. All right. Oh, no, that's a sucker's bet if you ever heard one. I know, right? It's just, oh, okay, here we go.
You go to the hospital, they have 50 patients over here, 50 patients over here. 50 of these patients actually get a drug injection.
Okay. Oh God, I'm joking. Okay. She got the definition of placebo effect wrong, and I love it. I can't believe she actually got the placebo effect definition wrong, not just actually arguing that a placebo effect is real. Okay. A beneficial effect that is due to the patient's belief in the treatment. No. It's a perceived beneficial effect, right? It's not an actual beneficial effect. I'm gonna be nitpicky because that word perceived makes a huge difference in your definition. A perceived effect is very different than an actual effect. So there isn't an actual effect done by the placebo. There's just a perceived effect. Yep, we're nerds. The best place to be an anti-vaxxer is probably in Greenland. Is it really? I could get behind that. The placebo effect works because subjective parameters are hard to control out. It is true. Also, when it's fucking Mars expansion coming, they keep teasing it for decades. It's true. Remember when they used to tease the Moon DLC with the Moon hotels and the Moon whatchamacallit, theme park? That was, God, can't believe they canceled that DLC. That would have been great. All right,
Into them, or a pill, and the other 50% they get a placebo pill, which means it's not actually a medication. It's a sugar pill. It's nothing. There's actually no medicine. It's just a fake pill. Okay, so it's just like you're putting powder in your mouth that has no sustenance. And a lot of the placebo studies, you will see that the placebo pill in some cases are even more effective than the actual drug, but most,
again, not actually. Okay, one, citation needed right off the bat. Two, again, I'm dying. Can't breathe, and I can't breathe. This is how I die. Okay. In Greenland, nobody is allowed to die. Turns out to be a hologram. It's all a hologram. Okay. It works for things like pain, but even then, it's not that great. I have an idea for a channel intro, a scene from Halo 2. Oh. Okay, things, what was I saying? Okay, so no. Again, perceived effect. So you feel better, but if you actually have it, so okay. Let's do a study. Let's do a hypothetical study here. Let's say you have let's go with a treatable disease, right? Like you have a treatable disease. Of fucking, is chlamydia treatable? I think chlamydia is treatable. Let's go with that one because why not, right? You have a treatable disease, and you give half your group. Also, this is an unethical study, so don't ever do this. You get half your group a new treatment for this disease, right? And you give your other group a not real treatment, a placebo effect, or a placebo for this treatment. The placebo group might say that they feel better, right? They feel the symptoms aren't as strong or whatever because they're like, oh, I got medicine, I feel better, right? Entirely possible. But at the end of the day, if you objectively look at their symptoms, not just how they feel about their symptoms, they're still going to have the same symptoms. There's going to be one group that's going to get cured because they got the real medicine, and one group who isn't cured because they didn't get the real medicine, regardless of whether they actually feel like they've been cured. And that's the big difference. You're full of shit, lady. I don't even know your name anymore. You just full of shit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Placebos only work temporarily and are really minor illnesses. Yes. So I think somebody actually did say that like it works for pain, and work for pain is a bit misleading because it doesn't actually work for pain, right? It tends to work for things that are subjective, like how do you feel? Do you feel better? But that doesn't it doesn't necessarily mean that it actually does the thing. So yeah. It's yeah, I think micro sort of there isn't really a time frame also works, but it works again, and works has to have like a billion quotation marks, right? It works for things that are more subjective, not for things that are real, right? Cancer, for example, is one where again, probably not an ethical study, so you probably never see it done, where if you give one group of individuals chemotherapy, like a new kind of chemotherapy or whatever, new kind of treatment, right, and you give another group a placebo treatment, you can objectively see whether cancer has like shrunken or whatnots, right? Like it's reduced. Regardless of whether the group is actually feeling better afterwards. So, yeah. Does a possibility work on flat-tards? I don't think possibility works on flat-tards. I'm gonna go with possibility. I know that that's not what you meant, but I'm gonna go with possibilities. Don't work on flat-tards. There's no possibility with them anymore. Also go watch Behind the Curve. It's fucking amazing. If you haven't already, which I know you all have, but go fucking watch it if you have Netflix. It's the best. All right. Too many keyboards.
The time, to make a long story short, the placebo pill has the same effects as the medicine, just because the patient believes they're taking a pill.
No, God, why is this? Did none of you? You're like, God, this is dumb. I hate having to explain this because this is literally like, not even Science 101, because like, by the time you're in college, you should know this, right? Like, by the time you hit, like, taking Science 101, whatever Science 101, you should know this by now. Like, this is some high school level shit about how placebos work. It doesn't actually work. Gotta read this R&D actually sees it. Also, that all placebo effects is due to how studies are designed and is as in its statistical thing. Yeah. Also, we do statistical analysis on these things, right? So that's another thing. Well, I didn't go to sleep. Thank you, Jelly, for hanging out. We won't be here too much longer anyway. Probably not. I don't know. It's not like I have anything else to do, so who knows?
So it works. So everything for one is mental.
No! God, you're infuriating. You are every science teacher's worst nightmare. Like, I truly... I'm sure that you seem to be a big enough channel that I'm sure your high school science teacher has seen this video or one of your videos, and I am sure that they cry themselves to sleep every night at how much they have failed at teaching you. Not that it's your fault, teacher. I'm not gonna blame it all on you, but if I were your teacher, I would cry myself to sleep about how terribly you have understood science. Like, this is really bad how much you've understood, how terribly you've understood science. Like, God, I would cry myself to sleep if I was your teacher.
Wanted to lay that foundation before I even get in to talking about crystals, just so you understand how they work. Oh, the energy's there. They all have their distinctive energies. I'm going to get into that in a minute. But if you're not even open or receptive to energy.
Okay. Again, and this has been a far repeated point. The nice thing about medicine, surgeries, and the medicine that you just kind of gave a hard time about, is that it works regardless of whether you're conscious of it being with you or not. That's the whole, and maybe something that what Micro's trying to get at, is that medicine doesn't care if you're awake. It doesn't care if you're conscious. It doesn't care that you even know that it's there. Medicine doesn't give a fuck about your opinion of it. That's one of the great things about it. Like, you can deny medicine all you want. At the end of the day, if you have a treatable disease, whatever, a staph infection, if you have a staph infection, right? Am I saying this right? Antibacterials will still work. They will still work regardless of whether you think it's bullshit or not. It doesn't care about. God, now I sound like Ben Shapiro. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about whether you like it or not. Damn it! Now I did a Ben Shapiro thing. I feel dirty. Is she M. Ben's sister? I have no idea who that is. Okay.
As a whole, or understanding how it works on a subconscious level, this might not be the thing for you. But if you follow my channel and you're into this type of stuff, oh, you definitely already are, waiting for this video. So without further ado, I want to get into it.
You fucking 5 minutes is way past further ado.
I also want to say one thing. Crystals are, just looking at crystals the way, because when I first started working with crystals, I still have a crystal on me all the time. On my keychain, I actually have an amethyst crystal that hangs off. So I always have some kind of crystal on me. I wear my Kali pendant often. I sleep with crystals. I have like I should have showed y'all.
You have jewelry. You have jewelry, which is nice. Everyone likes jewelry. I have jewelry. Jewelry is nice. That hurt. Ow. Fucked up my arm and I shouldn't be doing that with it. Shit. Ow. I need more beer. What Rhett has never met the intellectual abyss of M. Benz. No, I haven't. Somebody put you have linking powers. Link in the chat. How fucked up my arm doing that. I need more beer or more pills. One or the other. Both. We'll go with both in a second here. What was I saying? Something. Jewelry. You have jewelry. It's fine to have jewelry. It's fine. Like, I like crystals as in I like that they're pretty, right? They have pretty shapes. They are aesthetically pleasing. If you want to have a crystal lamp thing in your room and it looks pretty and you like it, get good on you. I'm not gonna deny you the pleasure of pretty things. But you have jewelry. You don't have things that help you do anything. It's not what you have. You have jewelry. That's all. She's derailing herself more than already. It's true. How often can Utina say the word crystals? I don't know. We should put a crystal count on here somewhere. You need a Jasper to tie to the arm. I need something. God damn. I need something. God, that hurt. I really fucked up my. Like, I kind of really wish you guys could see, like, all my fucking bruises on my arm and why it's so fucked up. But I don't think the camera's gonna catch them all. I'm all bruised up, though. God damn. Got the shit beat out of me yesterday. Okay. So moving away from my arm and more into this nonsense. Here we go.
I might show that in another video, but I have like a glass cabinet I bought for my bedroom, and I keep some of my crystals in there. I keep some crystals on my altar. I'll also talk about keeping crystals on your altar. I hope I don't forget about that. And different things like that. So I used to keep them in my bra. Like when I first started.
I mean, I shouldn't laugh at that, but it's still funny.
Carnelian was my first stone, and I literally would put carnelian in my, in my bra. People put money in that. Women can stuff a lot of things in that bra. Be careful, fellas. So I used to put my stone.
Sorry. It's not that funny, but it is. Fair warning. Dudes, you might find a crystal. Oh, I like you now. I'm less angry at you, mostly because you made me laugh. The frozen does frozen methane have powers too? That's a good one. Okay. Table salt is not a crystal micro. We're gonna have a definition dance off over here. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to get the links to these sites, so these videos, so that at least I can watch them later, or maybe put them in for a longer and harder later on in life. Now that I've gotten a good laugh out of this lady's hilarious commenting, which I think it's great. So okay, you go over there, yeah, and just load the video for me. Pause for me, video. I don't want to actually watch you. I just want you to be there. Okay. Are there body traps in her bra? Oh no, booby traps. I read that wrong. Okay. Are there booby traps in her bra? There are booby traps in her bra. That's so. PSA, public service announcement. If there's a booby trap in there, or crystal in the booby, yes, run away. Oh no. Okay. A anime culture that's called a hammer space. What? Hammer space? What is that? I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure if I want that explained. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't.
Was in my bra, and carnelian was one of them. And you can also, I don't put them in my purse because it's just, sometimes it's too much going on inside your purse, so I would just like to keep my stone close. You could put them in your pocket. I'm gonna, you could put them in a little knapsack and have it hanging. I think I'm gonna start making actually necklaces that have crystals in them, different combinations for different people. That might be something I get into.
I wanted to translate that sentence. Let me make other useless shit that I can sell to my stupid people that listen to my stupid nonsense. That's translated from Woo to English. Oh, my phone's ringing. Oh, well, phone. This is not the time for you to be ringing. Ah, suspected spam caller. I'm sure it is. So okay, spam caller, side railed. So obviously I'm all injured and shit all the time. Which means that because of the way that that work works, I have to go do workers' comp for every time I get hurt. And that's kind of like public domain stuff. And so every time I have to get workers' comp, I get like 1 billion letters from pretty much ambulance chasers being like, "Hey, you got hurt. You want to sue your job?" It's great. Hence that phone call was probably that. Okay. I'll listen to a little bit more of that. I don't know. Maybe more than this. I don't even know what I want to do anymore.
I definitely want to make one, at least for myself. But you can, when I see my crystals now, it's almost like an instant reminder of a certain energy. So it's like nowadays, even if I don't have my carnelian in my bra per se, and I just have it in my cabinet on my altar, when I see it subconsciously I resonate with,
Okay, we got another word. We got to resonate. Also how? Also why? Also what? Resonate. Look at that. We did get a resonate out of that one. How does any of that work? So just seeing. Okay. I want to understand this, because I want to understand this. Just seeing the crystal lets you resonate to the energy of that crystal. If that's if that's the case, then why sell them? Like, why can't I just have a picture of amethyst or whatever other crystal? I know there's more than one crystal. Why can't I just have pictures and then have my brain resonate to crystalness? I pull out swords from my wrist. What type of space is that? Of course, she has a fucking altar. I'm sure she does.
Overcoming obstacles, breaking boundaries, opening creativity, cleansing toxicity out of the body. As soon as I see it, it's like a constant reminder, and it just works by me just it subconsciously works in my mind every single time.
I don't know. I am resonating vibrating crystals adult toys. Oh no. There was not too long ago. Like a couple of years ago, they found like the oldest dildo, and it's like it was in Egypt because everything old is in Egypt, right? And there's it was made out of stone, which is I guess impressive, but yeah. Does she have altar boys? I don't. She's not Catholic. I'm not. Fuck you with your detox. I know, right? Oh God, story that I hope isn't HIPAA violating things. I have to think about it every time. I don't think this violates HIPAA, but and here one with blue marble and M Benz. Ooh, fun times. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I don't think this violates HIPAA yet. But so keto diet is a thing, right? That adults are into, and now I have I've seen some parents who are trying to get their kids on keto diets to help with their autism, and I don't know how, I can't. I am struggling to deal with it. I am genuinely struggling to deal with parents who are now putting their kids on keto to treat autism. It's just the worst. Oh God, it really sucks that one half of this shit isn't illegal, especially now in Nebraska, because Nebraska is a backwards ass state. And two, in general, that like parents are allowed to do a lot of this nonsense, where they're allowed to like treat seizures with fucking essential oils or treat autism with fucking diets. And it's God, it's disgrace. Like, it's disgusting, and I hate parents for it. Like, god damn, if you're a parent, dear parents who never watch my show, if you treat your kid for autism with really anything, you're not very smart. But if you decide that treating it with a diet is a good idea, you're an idiot. Like, I'm sorry, you just genuinely are a very stupid individual if you think that that's no. Keto is bad for kids. Isn't it just suggested for some forms of epilepsy? Keto, I don't know much about keto and epilepsy. I haven't. I don't know. I can't imagine that there's anything about keto diet that would help with epilepsy, but I'm also not a biologist. So I'm a psychologist. So I'm going to stick with psychology. I know that there's brain bits. But I can't imagine that it would be that anything more, like the most that I could find that keto would be beneficial is just, and I'm not sure if keto in and of itself would do this, but what's keto? I'm gonna have to actually bring up the exact diet things. It's like no sugar and no gluten, if I remember right, in your diet. So it's like it's almost like Atkins, where you can like eat all the bacon in the world but no bread, if I remember right. But I don't know the exact details. Okay, so the only thing that I could see keto potentially helping with is just having a balanced diet, but I don't think that keto is actually balanced, so I don't think it would actually help with that. Okay, The ketogenic diet, a detailed beginner's guide. Oh, look at this. We could. Made to treat drug-resistant epilepsy. Was it really? No, it's not. No sugars. Okay. Maybe I can actually. Let's see if I can actually look it up on my screen for once, so that things don't. So that I can actually read along terribly with you all, as my computer dies by me like searching things. It's just low carbs. Okay. Okay. Diet for beginners. Oh, I should make that a thing. Let's grab this. Close that and then open a new incognito window so that my life doesn't get bombarded with things. Okay. New incognito window. And we will go over here and we will look at keto diet together. Why not, right? Oh, where are you? Sorry if I'm being kind of not professional at the moment. That is not at all what I wanted you to do. Why'd you do that? Oh, that is not at all what I wanted you to do. Why? Just why? Okay. There we go. Keto diet for beginners. Let's shrink this down a little bit. Shrink this down a little bit more. Sorry for the lack of professionalism, but this is what we got to work with. Okay, keto diet. A ketogenic diet for beginners. Ooh, we get to find out all about this. Okay. So, whatever. Oh, there's a little disclaimer at the bottom. I'm not sure if can you see the disclaimer? I'm not sure if you can. Yes, you can. Okay. So the disclaimer at the bottom says, the information provided by dietdoctor.com is not intended to replace consultations with qualified medical professionals. By interacting with this site, do you agree to our disclaimer? Read more. Dietdoctor.com uses cookies to ensure that you have the best possible experience. By continuing without changing your settings, you are accepting the use of cookies. This is the please do not sue us button. I agree to not sue you because I'm not an idiot. Okay. A keto or ketogenic diet is a very low-carb diet which can help you burn fat more effectively. Many people have already experienced its many proven benefits with weight loss, health, and performance. Citation. Is that bacon? I don't know if that's bacon. There was a not in that sentence, but not in your reading of it. that is how R&D reading works. Here you'll learn how to eat a keto diet based on real foods. You'll find visual guides, recipes, meal plans, and a simple 2-week get started guarantee. We make it simple to understand the keto diet and do it right by using a video course above. The entire course is available here. Should we watch the video course? I will let you vote in the chat. Do we want to are cookies allowed in keto? I don't know. Vote in the chat if we want to watch the keto video. Otherwise, we will continue to just read the keto nonsense. What keto means? Oh, God, this whole fucking show has been just a giant derailment, one after another. Okay, I couldn't not give less of a fuck about both, but I'm tired of the PewDiePie hype. Not PewDiePie's shit. I'm just gonna go with it. He endorses Nazis a little bit too much for my liking. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I go with that. That's gonna be the sentence I'm gonna go with. Okay. What keto means? The keto and ketogenic diet comes from the fact that it allows the body to produce small fuel molecules called ketones. This is an alternative fuel source for the body used when blood sugar, glucose, is in short supply. Biologist. Micro. You think that's right? I think, right? I remember ketones. I remember that's a thing. How right it is, I don't know. But I remember ketones. Ketones, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Ketones are produced if you eat very few carbs. They are quickly broken down into blood sugar, and only moderate amounts of protein, excess protein, can be converted to blood sugar. Okay. The liver produces kidneys from fat. These kidneys can then serve as a fuel source throughout the body, especially for the brain. The brain is a hungry organ that consumes lots of energy every day, and it can't run on fat directly. It can only run on glucose or ketones. Fuck your website. The weight loss isn't because of ketones, it's because of caloric deficit like any other diet. Okay, so okay. Okay, that's more or less correct. Okay, that's what I thought. So so pretty much you're gonna eat a low calorie diet, and that's the part, right? Because we're talking about low calories, right? Or low carbs or low calories. Already lost track. Low carbs, but that's gonna result in low calorie diet, which is probably going to be the thing that actually causes the thing, the lost weight. I think I'm learning more in this stream than in my high school. Oh, we like to read. We like to do things. We don't usually go this long, but I genuinely have nothing else to do today. Like, I can keep going for a while because I don't want to go do nothing. Okay. Okay, the brain's firing orange. Okay, here we go. On a ketogenic diet, your entire body switches its fuel supply to run mostly on fat, burning fat 24/7. When insulin levels become very low, fat burning can increase dramatically. It becomes easier to access your fat stores to burn them off. This is great if you're trying to lose weight, but there are also other obvious benefits such as less hunger and a steady supply of energy. This may help keep you alert and focused. I'm not surprised the keto is a fad. So does ketones actually come from fat? Is the next question. Other potential keto risks include these: nutrient deficiency, liver problems, kidney problems, constipation, fuzzy thinking, and mood swings. So maybe not alert. Maybe not alert. Like you claim to be keto diet. When the body produces kidneys, it enters a metabolic state called ketosis. The fastest way to get there is by fasting, not eating anything, but nobody can fast forever. A keto diet, on the other hand, can be eaten indefinitely and also results in ketones. It has many of the benefits of fasting, including weight loss, without having to fast. Okay. Okay, we have a disclaimer. Please do not sue us. And then we can talk about some of the foods. Yes. So what was the question? Kidneys come from the fat, right? Yes. But your body still has to obey the laws of thermodynamics. Sounds like beer is no good, so I'm out. I have a couple of friends of mine who are doing this diet. And the dude does still drinks wine and beer and doesn't give a fuck. The lady seems to give a more and care more about this kind of stuff than he does. So I don't know. It's all. I mean, it's a diet. So, and this is generalizing quite a bit. But if you want to lose weight, like the surefire way is you burn more calories than you take in, which usually means you exercise more and eat less, and it's not. People don't like doing that, so a lot of fad diets end up coming from that. Like this one, that pretends like you can eat as much as you want, or you as long as it's low carb, because you'll go into these ketosis state, and then your body will just magically burn fat, even though you probably should exercise and eat less. I'm gonna send you an article about why this website can go lick its own taint. Awesome. That sounds good. Okay. There are controversies and myths about keto diet, but for the most people, it appears to be very safe. There are, however, 3 groups that are often require special consideration. What are the So we have controversies. Look at this. Okay. Also, Dr. Diet. Take a look at. It's not all uncommon that people are skeptical of a low-carb diet in the beginning, especially since we've been flooded with bad high-carb, low-fat advice for decades. Of course, we don't want any substantial fears. Okay, so they have diets. Will saturated fat clog my arteries and give me a heart attack? Does low carb diet cause high cholesterol? Doesn't the brain need carbs? Those are some good questions. Is low carb bad for the environment? Can you get nutrient deficiency on low carbs? Oh goodness, I don't want to read their answers because I'm sure their answers are bullshit. Well, this is it. Anyhow, it's getting time for me to set up the NSS. Catch you all later. Thanks, Willionaire, for showing up. How to lose weight? Step 1, lose weight. Oh goodness. All right. Let's watch a little bit more of Crystal Healing before I don't even know how we got on fucking keto. Let's watch a little bit more of Crystal Healing before I'm starting to feel the beer. Before I feel the beer too much and have to be done with beer feelings. So let's watch just a little bit more.
So without further ado, in this video, now that I've laid the foundation about crystals and understanding, I want to let you know that on your journey, this is going to be a very critical part, especially if you're into spiritual things, if you have an altar, if you've done your spiritual baths. These are things that are really going to help
I'm sorry, what? Did you say spiritual baths? Okay.
you intensify your energies, your vibration, and also focus your energies in the direction that you want. So I have a few of my crystals as I showed y'all, and I'm going to let you know the properties of each of these crystals. Now there are, oh my goodness, thousands upon thousands of crystals and stones. And even when you're talking about birthstones, diamonds, rubies, pearls, all of these things have a specific energy and healing properties as well.
Beer feelings? Yes. God. I feel like you're making this way more complicated than it needs to be, lady.
But for the purpose of this video, we're just talking about these crystals and these stones that I have, which are very popular stones also. So if you don't know where to start, these will be a good basis. This is like a good, you know, a good little sample of crystals that could probably relate to everybody in some form or another. They also have books about crystals, the Crystal Dictionary.
Okay. I don't know how much more I want to watch of her. And we kind of hit the two whatever. Pearls aren't stones. Did she say pearls? That's hilarious. I hope she said pearls. That'd be great. They aren't stones. Are they crystalline structures though? I don't think they are crystalline structures, right? I have to think about that one. I have to think about it, and I'm ashamed that I have to think about it, but I don't think they're crystalline structures. Okay. I think I'm done. Reducing stress is always the hard part. I think I'm done, mostly because I just got an email from work about what I have to do tomorrow, so I have to answer that before the end of the day at work, which is in like half an hour. So I gotta go to, no, I have to answer work emails for a sec. But I think I'm gonna be done with this lady for now. Patrons, if you're still in NA, you didn't hear me say this earlier in micro, but if you're still here, patrons, I will in a minute or two have a quickie for you all to watch early this week. Everyone else, sorry, you have to wait till and Fino's here. God, that fucking name is messing with me, Fino. You'll get a chance to watch it earlier. Everyone else, you have to wait till Saturday, but it should be pretty fun. Gonna talk about pyramid schemes. And yeah, the next Dubé video is on its way. It's just a matter of me, getting my shit together. That's, I feel like, most of my life. But you'll get that in a sec. Otherwise, thank you everyone for joining me on this random Wednesday. Enjoying my, helping me enjoy the joys of being stuck in the snow and not being able to get out of my house, even though I can. I can't get out of my house. I'm gonna go drink after this. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate it very much. Even after Gio's wonderful stream, which I'm sure was a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone. Everyone have themselves a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you all on Sunday, and have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day.